to do is the deans are going to come up and say some things about our honorees today. But first, I would like everyone who's here who's an honoree or another faculty member here at the institution, I would like to personally thank you for the work that you do. I know you hear it a lot, but really, if it wasn't for you, none of this would be here. This wouldn't be a thing. So you are the motor that is driving this institution. You are the critical piece that helps this institution drive the change, the drive towards equity and improvement across this county and our service area. So thank you very much. And specifically, our part-time faculty, we rely on you so much. And there isn't enough that we could do or say, aside from if we had lots of money and give you a raise, of course, to really show you our appreciation. This is just a token gesture, events like this, but we do appreciate you. And we know how difficult it is. We know that you are balancing other jobs, your lives. Many of you work full-time, and you come here and you educate our students because it's a passion that you have or a calling. Many of you piece together a living by teaching at many different institutions. What we in California would term a freeway flyer. You don't call it here because you don't have freeways, I don't think, unless you do. It's very difficult. I've known many people who have gone down that road. It's very, very difficult. It's a challenge. But we appreciate you tremendously for those efforts, and I know our students do as well. Now, the folks gathered here today are those part-time faculty plus more. This is to recognize not just your day-to-day and what you do, but how you have risen above, gone beyond, and truly stood out in the work that you do. Whether it be in an academic department, credit-bearing program, in our newly rechristened alt credit area, you're it. You're amazing. So thank you on behalf of the college. I know President Ganther would have been here. She is not feeling well, so that's the only reason she's not here. She just is physically unable to be at the college today. So without further ado, we will move forward, and I would invite the contingent from the Business and Innovation Department up. Greg, your faculty member.
Hello, everyone. I'm Greg Luce from the Department of Business and Innovation. It is my pleasure to recognize Marcellus Jones. He's been teaching in the business department management and marketing classes for several semesters. He fortunately started during COVID, so he really was tested right from day one, and he excelled. He does a really great job for our department. Students really like his class. And the best is that he conveys a lot of his real-world knowledge in teaching our students about management and marketing. It's a great asset to our department. We're very fortunate to have him, and hopefully he sticks around for a long time to come. He's also a TV star. If you've seen the New Business Revolution, currently streaming on Hulu, you might recognize Marcellus and his family who are here with him. So hold your signatures at the end.
Next up, continuing education and workforce.
Hi, so I'm Donna Kern from Continuing Education. This is Kathy. Kathy teaches ServSafe for us, but what many of you don't know, Kathy graduated from Bucks in 1974, so she's a Bucks graduate. She also worked in the contact center for around 6 years. So she knows many people in this room. So Kathy started teaching ServSafe in 2019 for us. She accommodates and works with students to the end until they absolutely can pass the test and knows everything that they need to know in order to work in their industry. She's actually traveled far and wide. She taught ServSafe for public safety a couple years ago, so she traveled up there to teach it. She just goes above and beyond for the students to know, and she helps us order the books. She just has been really great in the program, and we're so happy to have her. And hope she continue on. Thank you.
I really enjoyed it. It's funny, when I first came here to Bucks, I wanted to be a teacher, and I took a computer science course, and I changed my major, and worked in the computer industry for the longest time. And after I was downsized from that industry, I came to Bucks.
And she did serve safe at Sesame Place as well, so she works with all the
Oh,
local
cool.
Sesame Place as well. She's got a broad experience in the industry with serve safe industry. And you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Next up, health sciences. So we have 3 awards. If you look in the program, one of our award winners cannot be with us today. That's Maureen Niche, who is one of our practical nurse instructors. Maureen has been with us for quite a while, and she is probably one of the best student ambassadors we could have. She just does everything she can for our students. So we're very lucky to have her in that program. Students love her. The 2 that we have with us today, we'll start with, to my right is Tina Permar, who is from the kinesiology and sports study area. And you probably know her if you've been to the fitness center, because she's usually a full-time employee for that. And she's also the one who writes our wellness newsletters and tries to get everyone to have all these great healthy behaviors. So we appreciate her for that. But she does teach for us and does teach yoga as a part-time faculty as well. So, and again, students have nothing but great things to say about her and her teaching. So we are thrilled that we can acknowledge her today. And then to her right is Deb Talone, who teaches in our health information technology, as well as some of our medical assisting classes like medical terminology and ethics. She has not been daunted by our COVID changes that we had to make, so she just, went way into all of the online and the remote teaching and things like that. She also helps us in the summer. She does some advising for our students to keep them going. And I know anytime I say, Deb, can you? The answer is going to be yes. So I am thrilled to honor these ladies today, and thank you for doing what you guys do.
So, let me get this over here. I'm Lynn Lisher. Nicole Tracy couldn't be here today because she's feeling under the weather. We're here to celebrate 3 great folks from our department in language and literature. First up is Jenny Diaz. I just met her today for the first time, actually. Jenny has an MA and a BA in English Lit and has been teaching English comp courses for the department for 28 years. She's a seasoned faculty member who brings a wealth of experience and knowledge to the classroom. Over the years, she's been incredibly dedicated to her students, always concerned for their success. Jenny makes herself available to meet with and assist her students to ensure they're supported. She provides valuable feedback on their papers and assignments and helps them to grow as writers and critical thinkers. Jenny graciously teaches at multiple campuses and is always willing to assist when needed. We are grateful to have Jenny in the department and are happy to congratulate her on this award. Okay, up next, Teresa Hampton. And Teresa, she was one of my first hires when I took this job, so this is very special to me. Teresa is the most deserving of the 2022 Part-Time Faculty Award. She's been a part of the AESL team since the fall of 2017 and has taught writing, reading, oral communication, and conversation classes for our ESL program. She's got a master's degree and multiple certificates, as well as experience teaching in Thailand. Teresa is kind, compassionate, always going above and beyond to help her students understand course content and the college culture. Teresa has always worked diligently to incorporate new technologies into the classroom to enrich her students' experience, especially during the transition to remote learning. We are truly fortunate to have Teresa teaching for the department and would like to congratulate her on this award. Okay, Kelly Kosenko. Kelly holds an MA in Education, Leadership, Management, and Policy and has been teaching credit courses, reading courses, and non-credit ESL classes for the college. Coming to Bucks with experience teaching in multiple subject areas, she works well with a diverse student population. She provides high-quality instruction, helping her students gain the reading and study skills needed to be successful, especially as they move forward in courses for their majors. Always willing to help where needed, which is the truth, Kelly has also advised students and assisted with testing and placement of non-credit ESL students. The reading program is grateful to have such a vibrant and knowledgeable instructor on our team, and we congratulate her on this award.
And now our friends from Learning Resources. Here they are.
So Randy Wall joined the library as a faculty librarian in January of 2019. And she very quickly distinguished herself as a capable instructor, an experienced reference librarian, and she did this all with a tremendous commitment to our students and to their success. Randy goes above and beyond what's expected, often collaborating with faculty and working with students, even during off hours. She also recently served on a grant-funded OER project and played a vital role in that project. Randy is the embodiment, in my mind, of what it means to be a librarian. She's fully committed to joining library users with the information they seek and fully aware of the potential for that information to make a change in someone's life. And on behalf of Learning Resources and the library, it is my privilege to present this award to Randy Wall.
STEM.
So one of my folks is not here, Dr. John Darab. He teaches chemistry and brewing and fermentation science classes and has a very extensive background that I would mess up if I tried to tell it to you. But I did put it in the description here, and he's amazing. And he's kind of a jack of all trades professor with distinguished certifications and education and et cetera that enables him to teach a variety of subjects in the STEM department. So we're very fortunate. I have with me Professor Pam Tice and Dr. Bob Barlow. Bob has been teaching for us since 2006, is that what we figured out? And he teaches anatomy and physiology. He is one of those faculty members that is here truly because he loves it. I'm told that his wife Marlene was the one that made that happen, but since then, Bob truly loves it. He is an MD by trade, and so he does have a full-time job. He works during the day, so he also brings his passion for medicine and anatomy and physiology to our students. And you probably know the bulk of our anatomy and physiology students are pre-nursing students. So I think that that brings a perspective that's really valuable in that particular classroom, and our students definitely appreciate his perspective. Bob did an amazing job transitioning from what was a really elegant lecture in the classroom with models and labs and all those amazing things when we went into the pandemic. That was a huge transition for a lot of people, and if you teach a lab science, you're suddenly trying to figure out how to do that such that your students get the benefit of their lab experience as well. He did an amazing job making that transition. So we are very, very grateful to Dr. Barlow. So Professor Pam Tice joined us in 2019. Her background in teaching in the K-12 schools was one of the things that we really appreciated about her background. She was hired specifically to teach math for educators, and that's a very difficult population, with all due respect to our education faculty. The math for educators courses are difficult courses. It's a different type of math than these students have seen before. So it takes someone with a background, I think, in teaching in the K-12 schools to be able to relate why this material is important, why they need to know it, how it's useful in the classroom, how you're going to present it to your students. And Pam brings that to her classroom in addition to the sweetest, kindest disposition that you have ever met in your entire life. Her students are really very, very fortunate. When she first started in 2019, she wanted all the advice, all the input, all the guidance that she could get. And hopefully she got that. But what was most important was that she sought it. She sought it from the folks that had been teaching in the college setting for a while. She sought it from her colleagues who had taught similar courses. And it's really benefited our students. And so we're very fortunate to have Professor Pam Tice as well.
All right, and last, but certainly not least, social and behavioral science.
Hi everyone. I am very proud and excited to honor two of our outstanding part-time faculty from the Department of Social and Behavioral Science. First here is Christy. Christy Worth is a psychology professor, Dr. Christy, and she is usually at Upper Bucks campus, where I know I saw Rodney, I think, he stepped out, who would also attest to the fact that both inside and outside of the classroom, Christy is an invaluable asset to our students. She is always the first one to, I'll be on that panel, I'll work with those students, and so she absolutely is an integral part of our department, but also the Upper County campus as well. And I had the honor of re-meeting her daughter, who turns out was in an online history class with me, and she's still here and came back to this campus, so that's all a good sign. Christy was also is also a Bucks graduate, and is proud of the college to want her daughter to be here as well. So thank you, Christy, for all that you do.
Thank you.
And I'm also very excited today to honor Rob Mancini. Rob is an incredibly versatile but also an excellent instructor in the classroom. He has a master's degree in history, a JD, a master's degree in political science, and so I'm like, Rob, can you? The answer is always yes. And more than that, he is absolutely a phenomenal student advocate. We were talking a little bit before the presentations, and oh, I found another student in internship, and oh, this one is a graduate and just told me they got a job because I put in a reference, and he is always he's an attorney by trade, but even when he's in the courtroom, he is thinking about our students and how can he help our students, how can he connect them with internships, how can he connect them with jobs, so our students are never far from his mind. He is also taking, I heard for many years, art classes, so he's also technically a student. So lots of love for Bucks here on the stage all around. Lots of love for Bucks here on the stage all around, and congratulations to both of you on your award.
For you, congrats. It is for you. All right, well, how about one more round of applause for our honorees today? Thank you. Thanks again for everything that you do. I look forward to seeing you around on our campuses. Go forth. Do what you do. You're awesome. And we have lots of food. So